Area 41. As Warwick said, the tastiest food show on the most of them. We love to talk about food, garden hospitality in our beautiful Taranaki, and about people who are involved in all of the above. And of course, music. We're recording our show live on our Facebook group page, Taranaki Foodies with Area 41. Join in if you like to peek behind the scenes. We also stream it live on YouTube and Twitter. Find our channels. We are Odina Williams and Warwick Foy, your show host and local foodies. Hello, Warwick.
Maria.
Wow. Polyglot. Yeah. Our guests today are really amazing and interesting people. Nick Hooper and Rachel Masters, both creators, both foodies. Rachel is a dancer and Nick is the foodie from the big letter F. Hello, guys.
Hello.
How about we listen to some music first? And guess who it is? It's the king of rock and roll, Love Me Tender. This is my favorite song ever. It makes my heart melt.
Do you know Shane?
Shane.
Shane from the gym.
Oh yes, I know. He came to you.
Yeah.
He came to your show, which I was filming.
He's got that sort of mini Elvis museum garage. It's pretty cool.
Cystic fibrosis.
Oh no, it's
Contacted
Cystic
fibrosis contacted me, and they wanted me to come to the launch of some sort of a program, so I'll do that.
Cool.
So, do you, or if you probably know that originally this song is a classical song by Aura Lee. But it's amazing how the simple melody can become something else.
So, tell me what you like meatballs,
I certainly do.
We don't take people in our community they don't like to eat.
You don't have to like my balls.
Right? Can't wait. Already open minded.
As long as your people don't hear you.
There's actually very few things I don't like dates.
Don't like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
Is it
not
too sweet? You don't like too sweet
I know
things?
my probably horrible thing would be those small cabbages called Brussels sprouts. I can't do Brussels sprouts.
There's a very rude joke about Brussels sprouts. I probably shouldn't tell you. Maybe after the show.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts is ugh.
Celery?
Yeah, you really hate something.
Henry Harvey wrote
Is it a particular type of celery or celery?
Yeah, I'll eat it, but I won't go look. It's got a weird flavour.
Mate, I don't mind it, but it flavours food nicely. It suits my bruise down, but I can grab out the fresh meat and my meat, but that's all it, only salad.
Welcome back to the studio of Taranaki Foodies with Area 41. We are Warwick Foy and Alina Williams, local foodies and radio hosts. We have awesome guests today. It's Nick Hooper and Rachel Masters, the creators and foodies. So amazing to have you guys here. And a little bit of a history of this song. This is one of my favorite songs, and now I devoted it to my husband Kiri. And first of all, I met Nick at Kiri's birthday because I knew Rachel. Rachel was my temporary dance teacher 15 years ago, 30 kilograms ago. Yeah. So I organized Kiri's birthday, this party. It was a mystery murder party, and Rachel was Janis Joplin. I was Rita Hayworth, and Nick was who?
I thought it was Elvis.
Yes.
It was a little while ago. I'm pretty sure it was Elvis. Great night.
Your impersonation of Elvis was amazing, and that's why I actually noticed that you have a really good voice. And we talk about food, and since then I ate many different dishes made by you. So you are a real foodie.
Yeah, it's starting to show on my face.
Well, maybe that's why Rachel dances. Just so Rachel, I stopped coming coming to your classes, the life was different, and since I had my child and things like that. So how did life change you and your classes? What is this now?
Now I'm dancing with some amazing dancers in Taranaki Foodies Dance Collective, TCDC, so they're on Facebook and Instagram, and we're doing a performance at the Art Gallery on the 9th of April. It's exciting.
Oh,
Getting together and practicing.
does it have a name? Just
Sphere. It's just a sky snake within my sculpture. Very beautiful.
oh wow! Looking forward to see that. Oh, so what inspires you to do all these things? Because contemporary dancing is very abstract.
What inspires me is, it's like, for me, life and breathing. If I don't dance, it's like a food. If I love dance, it's just keeps me alive. Yeah.
Oh,
Not easy.
I know that there is evidence.
That's interesting because I'd rather die than dance.
Well, I haven't done a lot of some performances in the gallery and in the park, and then I stopped for a little bit. We're getting back into it. It's been a big challenge, but it's really beautiful. And it's connecting with other people and dance and all.
And she needs to have her own life, otherwise I just drive her nuts.
Makes sense. The best couples always have their own interests, and I think it's very healthy. Also, there is a proof that dancing for you is like breathing because you have a dancing pole in your lounge.
I thought that was pretty normal.
Yes,
Everyone should have one.
That's the next idea.
It's
It's actually man size too, I just want to add. It's actually the 40 centimetre one, it's not the woman size pole. So
Explain.
I'm still waiting.
Yeah,
Explain more.
I'm
It's
still
all
waiting
about-
for them.
apparently it's all about the grip. But I just think there's no better way than spend a Tuesday night. Some people watch Coronation Street, we'll put on the smoke machine and lights and dance on the dance floor.
Wow.
I think that's a bit more fun.
That's very fun.
Oh,
And I really should have, if I try.
That's very
the dancing pole could be men's size and women's size? Seriously? Is it the diameter?
Yeah, the diameter of the pole is probably, I don't know, 10 mil in radius too much compared to a normal one.
It's like if you've seen that Trace's performance, mainly mainly men, and they're very acrobatic and very, very strong.
I have a challenge to work.
I'm not answering this.
He's coming around for a lesson. Are you going to show us my expression?
So your home is really interesting. You have a dancing pole in a lounge, you have 2 gaming stations in a special gaming room. You also have furniture from a TV series in the lounge. Platypus. Oh my gosh, this sounds like a very Epicurean house.
Yeah, I mean, we've
got Lucy Wallace's baby, yeah.
yeah, there's some rather interesting marks on the fabric that
You
you
didn't
certainly
wash
not
it?
trying to remove for the authenticity of Spartacus.
I feel like I'm going to regret this, but what do you wear when you're on this pole?
Whatever you like, Laura. Whatever you like.
Yeah,
We've
sometimes,
got
you know,
a nice kind of container of wigs and
yeah.
So it means that
Yeah.
nothing but we are not a week. Lycra.
Yeah.
So,
I guess it's just whatever, eh? And not just look the other way if you don't like what to see.
I think that if everyone would like that, I think there'd be no wars in the world. Like makes it a beautiful place.
very profound. I mean, I can imagine. Queen did it. You know, they did cleaning the house and the lights and stuff. And
You think like Queen did all like this?
I don't know.
wasn't there like
But it's
that?
quite ironic, isn't it? I mean,
Hugging.
like around the dance pole's okay, but like on a push bike when you're over 50 is tragic.
I'm just trying to erase the image of the Queen in Lycra.
not the Queen. The other Queen, the musical.
I don't know, it's amazing what you do for flag and country.
Wow. And of course, when you do all this, you host guests and he's always in the kitchen and he looks like, you know, sometimes violinist in an orchestra who plays violins for many, many years and mastered the art of it. The same as Nick in the kitchen. So every movement is precise. size. He knows what he's doing. He just very, very smoothly move around. Nick, where did this love for food come from?
Definitely a childhood thing. I had to cook young. Much like parents had split and gone their own ways, and I was with my younger brother, and my mother had to work in the evening, so just quietly we had to cook our own dinners and whatnot from the age of like 11 or 12. So I started cooking then just for survival food. Got my first deep fryer. And then I've sort of just moved on from there. So I guess I was, just learned how to cook early on. And then just developed a passion for it as I went. And I don't know why I never went down the road of looking at that as a line of work. I just never did. But I certainly would. It's something I wouldn't say no to now.
Well, it's a nice hobby. I mean, everyone is supposed to have a really nice hobby. Not every passion should become a business.
That's right.
As another person said. You also host some parties, and I've heard that your parties are quite wild.
Yeah, they're good times. I think they're good. I don't. If you complain, the gate's over there. It's your house, right? You know, it's my house. It's our rules. Like we just have a good time, and if it's not for you, then just quietly leave. It's all good. We're not there to insult people. Just do what we're going to do. But
you made some sort of a device, especially for cooking at the parties. What is it?
Oh, I modified and built a spit roaster, a big stainless spit roaster. It was actually given to me for a 40th present, and then since then we've had to rebuild it and completely modified it to what it's in now. So we do a lot of whole muttons, pork, things, the whole lot. And we'll be seeing you next weekend.
I'm coming.
We do a mutton and a pig next weekend.
How's it fired?
It's all gas fired. It's all stainless gas fired one. Yeah, I've been down the road of looking into lots of things, but I've decided for my life at the moment, we've been busy. It's just more convenient using the gas because it's still like a good 12 to 14 hours work, if you know what I mean. By the time you get the animal in the animal, cook the animal, clean it all up, it's a lot of work. If you do wood and coal, it's even more, even though that's another beautiful flavour and whatnot. But for now, that's enough time. That's all the time I allow, so I use gas-fired equipment. It's great.
Where do you source the animal from?
That's sort of something I keep under my hat. I do. I source it from a local butcher, so it's all above board. But I don't. My butcher, to be honest, makes more money out of dicing it up than he does selling me the whole animal. Right. So that way I don't advertise or get it from. So I think he's doing me a favour. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I mean, it's wonderful to have everything local hunters, local butchers. Yeah, it also honors the animal because it kind of returns it back to the market.
Yeah. Oh, I love the spit roasting. I mean, that's the good thing about the gas, I suppose, is constant heat. It's never up and down. Temperature's always being on. But it's just so juicy to die for.
How long does it take?
A mutton I'll do it for about 5.5 hours, and I take about 7.5. I don't mind the mutton will carve up. It's all good. The pork will be with tongs. You just roll tongs.
Oh.
Do you marinate? That's the wrong word. Do you baste it?
Yeah, I stuff the guts normally. So mutton I'll use a lot of rosemary and butter and garlic. I've got a big meat injector, like a horror movie, a nice big needle you put in there. So I'll inject butter, rosemary,
thyme.
Yeah. And on the pork I'll do apple juice, washes the sauce, and a few herbs and spices, and inject the animal right up. And then split roast it.
What's your favorite ingredient at the moment? Because I'm, as a cook, I go through the stages. Sometimes I'm fascinated with the herb and I put this herb everywhere, even in a drink. Sometimes I'm fascinated with the cuisine and just do everything Thai. Yeah. So what is your ingredient or method of the moment?
My favorite ingredient at the moment would be a herb, and it's basil.
Oh, wow, very exciting.
These meatballs are bought here are actually packed with fresh basil and parsley. So a bit different from beef, but it's good.
Oh, awesome. So, are you a sweet or a savory person?
I'm not very sweet.
I should ask Rachel this question.
Yeah, I'm savory.
And what is your comfort food?
Oh, mince.
Mince.
Then it's all around comfort food. Spag bowl. Oh, peanuts. Yeah, salted peanuts. I mean, God, I'm a sucker for them.
What's your opinion on sausages?
Probably the greatest oral experience most people will have, but I absolutely love sausages, mate. That, to me, like, they're probably one of the best things. Oh, I like sometimes I prefer a nice flavoured sausage getting over a steak if it's a good quality.
I concur. I think they're most underrated food. Like
Yeah.
if you get a properly made artisan, if you like, sausage by a good butcher, you can't beat it. And it's well cooked.
Exactly.
Last week we had a butcher, a man butcher, Taranaki man butcher, and they are so switched on. They love the food. They do their own mixes. They use natural ingredients, and they don't use chemicals and stuff. So
He himself said when he travels, he'll go to a butcher, he'll buy the mince and the sausages. That is the benchmark for him because all the other cuts are standard. Any good butcher can make them, but the art is in more. He told me not to use the word processed, but what word did he use? You know what I mean? Assembled, if you like.
Yeah.
There's nothing processed about it, but
Yeah.
They've been through a process.
Well, when he had his shop out in Whitechurch, he sold his paleo runners in there on the day, and his flavours nice to buy. I mean, I'm in here in New Plymouth, but I used to go out there and buy, like 4 or 5 kilos of sausages at a time. And he makes some beautiful sausages out there.
he's also quite known for his discounts, which is great. I mean, he said that it's his ethos of his company, and he wants to do it affordable to the locals. Rachel, what is your favorite comfort food?
Don't say sausage.
It's already used.
Chicken, mushroom, fettuccine.
Ah.
At home, you just buy the cooked chicken. The fettuccine and mushrooms.
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese.
I think it's a.
Oh, sorry, pasta question. Have you come across the brand Rama pasta? It's available at the Yellow Supermarket, and it's just next level. It's not expensive. It's a little bit more than the other types, but it's very soft and it cooks in 2 minutes, and it's very fresh.
Right, no, I have. Yeah, I haven't, but I'll definitely try it.
Is it in brine? Is it like in a West?
It's in a packet.
Oh.
So it's just pre-made dried pasta ready to cook.
It's fresh,
Very
it's
eggy.
not dried.
Fresh, right.
Yeah, but it's so much quicker than the other brands. I don't know why it just is, but you taste it and it's like just a different experience.
I'll
You
look
know,
out for
sometimes
that.
they sell noodles, like Asian style noodles, like a West Indian.
Yeah.
Probably.
You'll probably be disappointed.
Yeah,
I brought in pasta with these meatballs, mate, but not that hard.
I'm a big fan of instant noodles. Don't do it for us.
I was always afraid he's going to say it on the radio live. I think it's a perfect time to listen to our second piece of music, and it is Duran Duran, Ordinary World. So after the song, you have to tell us what's special about Rachel.
Oh.
Well, since I'm preparing this, it's up to you.
Oh, it's a party room. It's like I can come over from work, put some music on really loud, and put smoking on the lights, and it's like a miracle. And so we put this soundtrack on, and then it's just fun to have a dance together. And it's romantic.
Well, it's not only pool, you also have a smoke machine and the lights, or disco lights.
I know. And then it gets a bit more rowdy, like a club kind of vibe going on with the strobe light and the rings and whatever.
Yeah.
So where do you both work? Oh, what do you both do?
Kathleen, let's work that out when we go.
With that, I'm gonna leave us up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So interesting. Then we met through the party, and then we realized that Nick is recording. Yeah. The smell. Oh my gosh! Those who listen to us and watch us now, the smell in the studio is just like salivating. Yeah.
Considering sitting in a crock pot that it should be. The only way.
I think you should stop putting it on because it's already too much.
Yeah. It's a little.
I don't want to do it on it, so I'm
It's not like
I'm very tempted.
it's like you might go home hungry. It's always like twice as much food.
We should bring containers to Moscow, you know, and just store them there. I actually have containers in my garage. If someone would remind me to do it, we will have containers.
We should just get some we can use in the kitchen and bring them back.
Wow. So we have two tasters today, Nathan and Ole and Warwick as well. But I'll try later. Oh my God, I'm so tempted. So did you obviously you've done meatballs yourself?
Oh yeah, I love meatballs. So
Yeah. I also like the feeling of how they kind of slightly stick to the hands.
yeah, of course, it's all about the sauce to me.
Yeah, that's very, very saucy. I'm reasonable.
There's no shortage for you guys to be hungry too. You can do it, mate.
Nathan is also leading the group of foodies for food reviewers group, and these reviews are very profound and other things. So you will be able to listen how other people see your food, and it's very, very valuable for every foodie because sometimes we think something about ourselves and about our qualities of food, but when other people try our food and say what it was for them, completely different dimension.
You can
No, it's not. No, he only does the processing side now out of Hydro Road. I don't think he has a shop
Oh,
anymore.
is it Mad Butcher now?
Oh,
Just
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Armsy, is it?
No, I wouldn't give it away anyway. Yeah, if anyone's got a chance, it's
I have a friend with share a beast.
Yeah.
Beast on the shares and so we've tried out a few things. We've stuck with cake there.
yeah, good on you, mate.
We're on air, remember?
He is not the kind of guy that would ever listen to
You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed.
I walked in there with my work clothes on. And I could tell I could read his mind. Who's this bloody potter? Right, chunks of meat around.
Yeah.
I couldn't find out that. What experience? I'll be right. I'm straight. I'm very good.
You want me to put some water in that?
No,
Rachel, what about you?
We had a pink day. So I was head to toe pink or purple or something. Come in, walked to the supermarket to buy something, and this guy was coming out. Yeah. Just couldn't handle it. I thought, wow, I expected this quite here.
I just don't really care. To be honest. I don't care what we do. I don't care what the rentals like. I don't care.
I tried to wear one. They are the most horrible thing to wear. It did look so wrong on my figure. That looked like oversized Teletubby.
You could be a dinosaur. You could put a big
I
tail
have
on
a tag costume. Welcome back to the studio of Taranaki Foodies and Area 41 with Olina Williams, Warwick Foy, and our guests, Nick Hooper and Rachel Masters, creators and foodies. So, what